How's it going again, everyone? This is part 2 of the Disney Twisted Wonderland card unboxing. So we're going to go through the card collection pack 2 now. Clearly I have not opened this one, so let's get straight to it. If you haven't seen part 1, I can give you a quick recap because that's a long video. So basically, Twisted Wonderland is a Disney IP. And it's a game that's only available in Japan at this point in time. And the character designs, as you can see here, are done by the same person that made Black Butler. And this is a metal card collection. So I decided to pick them up. And it says metal card collection, but when I opened box 1, it was entirely basically plastic card like this with metallic printing. Now, actually, I still think there is a metal card in there as a chase card because this all of the cards say B. And I'm sure I saw a metal card. So regardless, let's continue opening the box and see what we get. And I can give a little bit more of a spiel on these guys, even though I don't know too much, to be quite honest. So let's begin with the pack opening of these guys. I can quickly handle them a bit, just in case there maybe is an actual metal card in this one this time. Like, these aren't necessarily like huge trading cards like say Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon would be, but who knows, right? Anyway, I can't feel anything in these packs so far, so I think we're going to be in another dud, or if there's an actual metal card. I'm going to have to check, actually. I'll unbox the third pack as well, and then I'll check for sure if they are actually supposed to be metal chase cards, because metal cards would be so good. I just want metal cards. Remember, I showed you the Street Fighter one, so here's Chun-Li again, and carrying for your reference that Udon do. Not for everyone, but I personally love the way those look and turn out. So I'm just really keen to have metal cards in my life. So here we've got box 2. The artwork and the theme is going to be a little bit different compared to box 1. So box 1, whilst that focused a lot more on the actual characters and the way they debut the default look, for example, Leona here, box 2 is going to be a little bit more of a wizard theme with their robes and different attire going on. Similarly, like box 1, you do get a checklist here. Metal Card Collection 2, that goes through it all in Japanese, even though this bit says, you can't sell this, blah, 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 commercial use, etc. So here you've got a little bit of the details of the characters. So you've got Lydia here, Sebuku, or other kind of characters, etc. I can read some of it, to be honest, but we won't go through that. Let's continue with the cards. You get 2 per pack, by the way, so here's the 2 here. Apologies for the silly reflection that you got there, for example. So hopefully there's a little bit less glare and reflection, but I'm sure there will be just because of the natural kind of printing of these cards, which I do like. I do like the printing of them. They have this kind of nice quality plastic to them, but they're definitely not metal. So this is Lilia Van Rouge. And she is part of, I'm actually not sure. Again, they are part of the Diasomnia group, or house dormitory again. And oh, by the way, you got the dragon there, Magnificent Dragon. I always miss some of those details. And then here's the backside of it. Casket. Why are they showing caskets this time? She's got a bat symbol, and he has the dragon. Interesting. Malius Draconia. That would make a lot of sense. Draconia and the dragon. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So these guys are wearing wizard garb, but they are part of Diasomnia group. If you didn't see my first video, each house has a particular theming around it based on or inspired by a Disney property. So Diasomnia is going to be inspired by Maleficent in particular, and then we'll see another one later on. So we've already got a duplicate straight away. That's a little bit disappointing. This is only like pack 2. Come on now. So we've got Lilia Van Rouge again, and then we've got the Pomfior. Yes, it is a P. It is an actual P. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm delighted to know that. So if you saw my first video, I was struggling to read what the heck this said. Pomfior. So Pomfior, or Pomfiore. No, it's Pomfior. Pomfior. So this is another house, Pomfior, based and inspired on by the evil queen from not Sleeping Beauty, the evil queen from Snow White. That's it. Yeah. So you got a crown there, and then the collar of evil queen's dress. So nice attention to detail. Honestly, that's super cool about this character designs so far. You got 3 kind of people here. I have no idea who they are, to be honest. I think we saw these 2 earlier on. We may have seen this, might be Vil, but I'm not sure. But this is a trio of Pomfior Stooges people. Let's just call them Stooges. I don't know. And let's go on to the next pack. So this is more of a wizardry looking theme, which is very interesting, very different. All the bordering is completely different as well. Even the pattern behind is different this time compared to the kind of more intricate kind of fence look before. So we've got Ortho Shroud, which we had seen before in his regular look in set 1. Ortho Shroud is the brother, I believe, anyway, of Edius Shroud. Then we've got Floyd Leech, who was that really sneaky looking guy, I thought. Look at his face, very uncomfortable looking face. These robes are super cool. Man, like, the detail on these is so good. By the way, there's foil effect going on with these, isn't there? Bit of a more foil going on here than we had with the first set. So let's bring out Leona again. Not too much on the foil. There's a little bit in the background there, but there's not a whole lot. So the foil here is definitely much stronger than it was with set 1. Interesting to know. Carry on. Let's see what we get with the others. So because there are, I think, what, 26 cards? No, this might actually be even less. I'm not sure how many cards there are in this particular set to collect. I think it was 18 for set 1. So we may already start seeing duplicates more frequently, even though pack 2 was already that. So Kalim Al-Asim. Now, this guy I want to talk about. I'm going to say the same thing when I get the Nendoroid of him. I don't think his name should have been Kalim. I just think his name should have been Qasim, personally. I prefer his name to have been Qasim. But they call him Kalim Al-Asim. So, or Kalim Al-Asim. Let's call him that, I suppose, Kalim. So he's part of the Scarborough House group. Man, just the dorm, right? The Scarborough dorm. Again, is based around Aladdin and Jafar in particular. Going by the more villainous theme here. He looks pretty cool. I don't think he's really particularly evil, per se. I mean, he doesn't look it for sure. Looks very chill there. And he's got a casket too, and I have no idea what that could be. Not sure what that is. Then we've got Edius Shroud, who is shrouding himself in that really fancy looking cloak. So they all pretty much have the same cloak or robe, except for him. Oh no, he does have it, but he's just wearing it very differently. He's got the belt or sash, but the collars, you could say, are different. Interesting. And then you got Edius Shroud here, who's, yeah, just shying away. I like Edius' design. Got the skull there in the casket. Very cool. And maybe that's, yeah, I think that casket is the individual insignia per character. So maybe that's, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Okay. Oh, interesting. So is this supposed to be a chase pull? Because it's got a totally different border compared to anything else that we've pulled so far, right? That's my feeling on it. This is B again. So let's have a look quickly at the cards, because they all had the B on the corner here, but I don't know what that meant from box 1. I pretty much just went straight into doing box 2. So I'm guessing this is actually some sort of rare pull or uncommon pull, just because the bordering is completely different. I wouldn't say it's because it's Veal, even because Veal is one of the dorm heads. Interesting, but the border is totally different. This border, I'm not going to lie, reminds me a heck of a lot of the Marvel trading cards from the 90s. In a good way, in a good way. Then we've got Jamil Viper. This character looks so sick. Come on, this character looks super sick. There's no Nendoroid confirmed or announced for this character, but Jamil actually looks super, super sick. This design is so cool. Love the hair. The hair details on these characters are absolutely amazing. Man, I wish I could dress as good as these people. I wish I had style as good as these people. I need to really, really step up my game in some way or form. That's another duplicate. Ooh, this is pretty cool. And I say that because it's got these handsome people on it. Leona. Man, that dude knows he is handsome. This guy is just like, man, this guy knows. This guy knows. Savannah Claw, Leona, I forgot his name. Was it Jack? I can't remember his name. And Buggy? Buggy was his name? I'm going to have to remember these names. But the trio from Savannah Claw looking very cool. He's looking angry as ever. He's looking cheery as ever. And he's like, I'm cool. And I know it. He is cool. And we know it. On to the next pack then. So, no metal cards yet. But clearly there is a difference with that Veal that we just pulled. So something is up with these cards. Something is up with these cards. So we've got Jade Leech, who is the brother, I guess, or twin of the other dude, other Leech member. I forgot his name. Got another one of this already. Very cool. Again, the foil on this particular set, the foil is definitely much stronger with the mirror finish. Maybe there's a particular theme, like maybe this is more around the mirror on the wall, the Evil Queen, because of the mirror finish. I'm just making a theory up in my head. I really have no idea what this theme actually is. Azul Ashen Grotto. Very different look for this guy when he has his wizard garb on compared to the usual look he has, right? Totally different. Just gives a completely different vibe in my opinion. But still, very cool looking hair. Love the uneven, lopsided hair. Like that style personally quite a lot. Same robe going on with this guy. Really cool. And then we've got another different one. Yeah, these are definitely different cards. So we did pull Edia already. So thankfully. So Veil also had a similar bordering, right? You saw this. Here, the more basic bordering. Funny enough, more basic, but for a rare pull, right? But it's more like a screen cap from an animation. That's what it looks like to me. Whereas this just looks like an actual character illustration. So, what is the difference? There is no real difference. The different numbers, P218 versus P26. So this is clearly then a variant pull. It might be a harder pull. Let's pull out this checklist. So 18 is Edius Shroud. Yes, okay, this makes a lot of sense then. So look, we're going to go through this together, right? So P2 is, I guess, part 2 of the set, I think. Let me check Leona again. Yeah, P1 for set 1, pack 2. Here, so number 18 was the variant pull there. I can't read the kanji, so I apologize for that. If you can read the kanji, then yep, definitely leave a comment below and let us all know. And then PT06 was also Edia. So Edia. Yeah, I can read Edia. I can read the katakana. That's okay. So that was a variant pull for sure. Okay, that's interesting to know because now that I do know that, when it comes to Edia, this card is way better. Weird. But it wasn't a metal card, so I don't know. I was getting confused with the set 1 because, you know, it says metal card collection, right? Not metallic. So if it said metallic, I could kind of forgive it for being a bit, you know, metallic is like, it's not metal, right? It's metallic. But it says metal, so now I'm just super duper confused. So here we've got Riddle Rose Hearts. That's this guy's name. And he actually looks like a boy here. So Riddle Rose Hearts, this is the variant pull as well, or the rare pull. 2 rare pulls. Interesting. Cool. So you got Edia again. We've seen, so Riddle Rose Heart, we haven't seen this one before. It's part of the Hearts Labule group. And there you can see the crown again with that, I forgot her name, from, what's it called? Alice in Wonderland, yeah. Got a rose and a casket shape there. So that's the rare pull there. I just prefer the other cards, I think, because cool pose, but it just really looks like an animation finish, like an animation screenshot. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. A bit like some of the Dragon Ball cards or some of the Final Fantasy cards. They're not really that good, in my opinion. Oh, look, we've got another one already. Same one. Okay, put him. Ooh, this dude. Woo! Who's this guy? Hello, Mr. Sebek Zigvolt. Sebek Zigvolt. Sebek Zigvolt. He looks very cool. This guy looks like he means business. We have not seen him in the first pack, so he is potentially a brand new character. So P27, I just want to quickly check again. P2, wait, what? This, oh, P211, sorry. So Sebek, yes. So we had not seen him in pack 1, so he may be a new character that featured later on in the game as part of additional add-on content, as part of the story, perhaps. But he's part of the Diasomnia group again. Actually, we may have seen him in part of the group shots. I may have just not registered it. So we've got Jade Leech again, which I'm pretty sure we actually pulled before. And then we've got Malius Draconia. So Malius Draconia, we haven't actually pulled, I don't think, in set 1 either. I really like this character design. Malius's character design. Very cool looking. The horns, expression on this guy's face. Very serious. Very kind of... He looks well educated. He looks very smart. I like this guy's design. Malius Draconia. I think we did actually see Malius Draconia. Maybe it's a different one. On to the next pack. So we've got a few packs left still to go. If you're watching this video and you've come from the first video, or if you come straight away, let me know what you know about Twisted Wonderland, because I personally don't know a lot still. We got Hearts Labile group shot in their wizardry robes. So we've got the same characters that were in set 1 group shot. I think it is. This guy, I'm not sure. He's holding those magic pens. Those magic pens. What are they all about? Interesting, interesting. And then that's the backside of there. Number P212. We've got Malius again, which we just pulled. So we'll move on to the next pack. as I was saying, let us know what you think or know about Twisted Wonderland. Share the knowledge. Share your experience with the game if you've played it already, and if you have not, if you're looking forward to it, or maybe you're looking forward to the newly announced anime coming to Disney Plus soon. I think it's probably next year at this point, but soon. I'm personally hyped for it because as much as I hope for the game to come out, I don't think the game will come out anytime soon. I think it's going to be a localization nightmare, or potentially just Disney don't see or have confidence in that kind of isekai game that focuses or targets a lot of women in particular to be received very well in the West. I'm not a woman. I am a guy, an old man, and I'm interested, Disney. So release the game. Yeah, release the game for people like me. We got Veil again, which we already had, and then we got Silver. Silver's new. I have not seen this guy before. So again, he could be a new character, or we just didn't pull it in pack 1. Silver sword. I mean, okay. And he's also part of the Diasomnia one, as same as Malius. I don't know. See, if they released it in English and then had the voice acting in English, I might actually know how to pronounce some of these names. But I'm just going to have to base it off some of the Japanese stuff instead. So Malius, I don't know. We've got Jade again, which you've seen, and Edius also, which you've seen. On to the next pack. So we've got 3 packs left after this one. So not a whole lot left, but we do have an entire box to go through still. So this is our first Leona from this one, right? Outside of the group shot. By the way, again, I'm really sorry if I've got the glare happening like that, for example. If it happens too much, I super duper apologize. This lamp is probably not the best thing when it comes to opening packs of cards. Yeah, so just apologies if that happened. I'll try and fix it for the next box. But we've got Leona King Scholar. This is again another rare pull, and this is that animation shot. It's okay, but do you see how high quality these character illustrations are versus the animation shots? Night and day difference. I just generally prefer the character portraits and illustrations. They're just much more just detailed and just clearer. Much better for the print that's going on here. I'm not a big fan of when it comes to printing just an animation still on trading cards. Final Fantasy, they did that a lot with the first couple of expansions. That's why I stopped buying them. So I just don't enjoy that personally. So you got Kalim again, and then we've got this group shot again of Savannah Claw guys there. That Leona pose is just, he knows. Cool pose. I mean, these guys are all handsome looking. None of them are really ugly, right? They're all incredibly handsome boys. Veil again and Edius again. Both were rare pulls actually for this one. I think that's the second pack that we had that was like that. And we come on to our final pack. But remember, we do have another box for set 3 to unbox, which I'll cover in a separate video. So part 1 was separate for set 1. This is set 2. And then we'll also do one for set 3. So we've seen Riddle Rose Heart before and Jamil Viper. So I'm just going to pull these here. And that's all our cards for this time round. No metal card yet. I'm still waiting for this metal card. I think I've just fooled myself into believing there's a metal card. There probably isn't any. So I'm probably going to have to just bring out these again and just kind of be like, oh, I want my metal cards. So that's set 2. Stay tuned or jump ahead now for box 3, set 3 coming right after this.